I told you, motherfuckers. What did you just watch? I only speak the facts.
Not just any underdog, but an older, smaller warrior stepping up from 2 weight classes down. A man constantly told he was undersized, that the challenge was far beyond his limits. People predicted he might hold his own, maybe push for a competitive match. Instead, what unfolded was a masterclass, a calculated dismantling that stunned the entire arena and stripped away the aura of a boxing legend. The real question isn't simply how Terence Crawford defeated Canelo Alvarez. It's how he managed to do it with such ease. By the time the last bell rang, the outcome had already been decided. The judges' scorecards only confirmed what every spectator inside Allegiant Stadium already knew: a flawless, unanimous victory for Terence "Bud" Crawford. But this wasn't just another win. This was a statement. This was history.
You GOAT because you are the GOAT of this era. Terence "Bud" Crawford.
In that moment, Crawford shattered the limits of what many believed was even possible inside modern boxing. He etched his name in history by becoming the first male fighter of the 4-belt era to achieve the unthinkable: undisputed champion across a 3rd weight division. From junior welterweight to welterweight, and now climbing to super middleweight, his journey defied every doubt. He didn't just step into the lion's den. He walked in, tamed the beast, and left carrying its crown. The record books will forever list the outcome, but those who witnessed it firsthand will remember the precision, the icy composure, and the calculated brilliance that took apart a powerhouse, piece by piece, until nothing was left. In that moment, to understand how such a shocking outcome became reality, we need to rewind 13 months. This fight wasn't some random booking. It was carefully pursued. Terence Crawford, nearing his 37th birthday, had just He set his sights on the ultimate challenge, Canelo Alvarez. He approached Turki Alshik, the sport's most influential power broker, with a bold request. At first, Alshik was doubtful and offered Crawford big-money fights against rising stars like Virgil Ortiz Jr. or Jaron Boots, Ennis at 154 pounds. But Crawford dismissed those names, calling them distractions. Beating them wouldn't elevate his legacy. It would only meet expectations. What he craved was the fight everyone thought he couldn't win. For years, Crawford felt sidelined by promoters and ducked by top names. To him, Canelo wasn't just a payday. He was the white whale, the final mountain to climb, the fight that could define his career forever. Looking Alshik in the eye, Crawford made it clear: "That's the only fight I want." But Crawford wasn't just banking on his skills. He had studied Canelo obsessively, watching fight after fight as a predator sizing up prey. He noticed a flaw. Opponents like Jermall Charlo, John Ryder, and Edgar Berlanga would wilt after feeling Canelo's power. They retreated, stopped trying to win, and simply survived until the final bell. To them, going the distance was a victory. To Crawford, that was weakness. He saw a champion grown comfortable, facing men who fought for checks instead of crowns. Bud's strategy was built on that truth. He wasn't coming to survive. He was coming to win, and win clearly. From the very first bell, the script flipped. Fans expected Crawford's usual slow start, but instead he came out sharp, aggressive, and commanding. On Mexican Independence Day weekend, in a Pro-Canelo arena, he knew close rounds would slip away if he hesitated. So he attacked with precision, his jab snapping Canelo's rhythm before it could settle, his footwork pivoting out of danger, his combinations landing before Canelo could plant his feet. Suddenly, the feared puncher looked flat, predictable, and outclassed. Crawford didn't just fight Canelo. He dismantled him, proving how intelligence and timing can strip raw power of its bite. To understand,
Sir, you Zab, you called it. You said Bud was gonna pull it off, and he did that.
So easy work. He almost got the 11-round stoppage.
Yeah.
I told y'all he is the monster.
Yeah.
Listen, man, Canelo's a good fighter, man.
Yeah.
But he made the fight look normal, guys.
Yeah.
He made it look normal. Canelo left out of the face with the cherry red face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, Bud didn't have a mark on him.
Comparable to Floyd's. That was impressive on its own. I've different fighters, different performance, but it's up there.
There's nobody that's ever done what Bud just done, like to Canelo. Alvarez. Come on, man.
He stepped a little more to Canelo than Floyd, right?
Nobody's ever hit Canelo like that before, ever.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Where's Canelo at, man? That was a tough loss, I would imagine.
Canelo's still great, man. Listen, man. He got to just go back to the drawing board, put it all back together, and just take another shot at it.
Yeah. Is he? Where's he at prime-wise, man? Is he right there? Is he behind? Like,
He's having fun, man.
Bud jumped up 2 weight divisions.
He's having fun. Canelo's in a great position.
Yeah.
He's having fun. Just keep going at it. Just keep going at it.
What's next to Terence?
Go home, kiss on your baby, love on your family, and get back to it later on.
Some people are saying maybe Bivol at 75. Is that too far?
Yeah, that's probably too big. Yeah.
Clean cut performance from Terence. No rematch needed, or
that's giving up too much.
Yeah.
You're giving up too much as a human being. Period.
Do you think you should retire then, Terence? Go out on this
Nah,
night?
hell no.
No?
I don't retire, man. We don't retire out. We die out.
clean cut performance from Terence Crawford. No rematch needed, or which it was so
So I
good.
think this, if it's gonna be a rematch, give Bud the whatever reported 150 million and give Canelo the 50 million.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, appreciate you, Zab. Thank you. Lennox,
What did you think?
Why are you calling me Bernard, bro?
Lennox, how'd you see it? Lennox, what do you think, sir?
I thought it was a great fight. It was a great fight. You know, Canelo really was trying, couldn't get to him. You know, he looked a bit frustrated, but it was a great fight all around. Both guys looked good.
Crawford an all-time great, Lennox.
Crawford was great.
How'd you see it?
Easy work for Crawford. Easy work. Special people can do these type of things, and Crawford is special, and he did it.
Champ, what do you make of the frustration? We saw in the 8th round, it looked like Canelo Alvarez almost wanted to walk off at one point.
Yeah, I mean, he was frustrated, and it is frustrating to try and fight a guy, and you want to fight, but this guy's moving well, and Crawford was moving too well.
What's next for Canelo, Lennox?
All the day.
The shock that gripped the arena quickly spread across the online world. Reactions poured in instantly, and the judgment was unanimous. Rising boxing star Ryan Garcia didn't mince words. I actually believe Crawford may be the best fighter of all time. That bold claim echoed through the sports community. NBA giant Karl Anthony Towns called it nothing less than a Crawford masterclass, saying any debate about boxing's greatest must now include him. Stars like Ja Morant and DeMar DeRozan kept it simple, posting just one word, Bud. The praise was overwhelming, a tidal wave of recognition for a performance that transcended boxing itself. At ringside, A-list celebrities including Mike Tyson, Charlize Theron, Mr. Beast, and Mark Wahlberg weren't just watching a fight. They were witnessing a masterpiece being painted live, the kind of moment that cements legacy forever. But while the world celebrated in awe, a darker and more unsettling perspective surfaced from another pound-for-pound elite, Devin Haney.
Devin, your thoughts? Your thoughts, Devin?
What do you want me to say? He beat him easy.
Upset of a lifetime?
Nah, it wasn't an upset. The people that really know boxing knew that it was a good fight. It depended on what kind of fight that Bud fought, and he fought the fight that he needed to fight to win. Is that how you expect
Do you
it
want
to
to see
go?
a rematch, Devin, or you think it was pretty clean?
No, I know it's a lot of money in the rematch, but I want Bud to retire. He accomplished everything in boxing already. Made a lot of money. He should go spend time with his family and have some fun.
What's next for Canelo?
I don't know.
Known for his sharp boxing intellect, Devin Haney delivered an opinion that caught many off guard. He wasn't stunned by Crawford's dominance. In fact, he claimed the win was straightforward and never truly an upset. But it was what he said afterward that sent ripples through the boxing world. Haney suggested Bud should retire. He has accomplished everything in the sport, Haney stated, hinting that there was nothing left for Crawford to chase. Was this meant as a gesture of deep respect? recognizing that Crawford had already reached the pinnacle? Or could it have been a subtle, strategic move from a possible rival? The very thought that a fighter could produce the defining performance of his career, etch his name into history, and then walk away at the top felt almost as stunning as the victory itself. Known.
All right, Steven, what's your reaction to the victory? Terence Crawford was sensational. What's your reaction?
I'm picking the win by decision coming in this fight. Watching Canelo, seeing his career, suspected he wasn't going to get knocked out, especially by the smaller man. But did Crawford have enough power and boxing skill to beat Canelo off of him to some degree? For the most part, that answer was yes. But then he stepped in there and he exchanged back and forth on several occasions and survived and prospered. And I got to give credit where credit